if there's a job to do where it's going to be repetitive and boring and stuff, I'll typically find a way to sort of make it quicker and easier, and because I am intrinsically lazy. So it's, you know, it could be seen as a negative, but I also think it could be seen as a positive as well. So basically we've got to do something like that. This is problematic because this is 58 to 59 Rockwell steel now. It's hardened, it's been done, it's hard. It's so much harder than even say titanium. It's ridiculous, and it is going to take literally dozens of hours to do 30 to 40 of them. It's, you know, you're probably not going to do one less than one every half an hour to an hour. This bench used to be the sort of automatic sanding machine that I built last year, end of last year. So I'm hoping that I can make some sort of jig, put that jig on there, and get it doing it automatically while I kick back and have a coffee. This it's got quite a lot of weight. It is all titanium and stainless steel and a little bit of a umphy plastic, and it uses skateboard wheels. We put a frame in there, and whatever you're sanding goes in that frame. We usually have to make a custom frame for whatever part we're doing. We then stack weights on here. This whole thing sits on some sandpaper. The weight pushes the parts down that are in the frame, and I've got like a 3-phase motor with a VFD, variable frequency drive, or VSD, variable speed drive, and we can turn the hertz up and down and change the speed of that motor. We got like an arm on it, and it'll just take this back and forth, and it'll just sand on its own. So I'm a little bit skeptical I can get this working for the knife, because the knife is tricky. It's not a simple flat area. There's, you know, there's points that taper down, and, you know, it's you know, there's thin edges on it, so it might sand and sort of, it might sand squint and just turn out really, really badly. We'll see how it goes. I know this machine can work. It used to be set up for, you know, we used to use it full time, like literally 8 hours a day, every day. So yeah, I'm just got to kind of go and figure out if the knife can get held in some way, and that we can get the sanding up and running. Actually, you know what? I'm going to disappoint you here. I'm not going to carry on with that right now. You know, sometimes your mind just isn't in the game. My mind isn't in the game. I can feel, you know, you can feel yourself sometimes starting to do something, and you just feel that, like, you're not going to do a good job. You're not as focused as you could be. I kind of have that right now. So part of the reason is I was up late last night because this happened. I didn't even know my cat was pregnant. Just came back from work quite late, and it's like literally having kittens on the floor. So I'm a little bit concerned. Like, never had a cat that's had kittens before. I don't know, like, is she gonna feed them? Are they gonna, you know, like, is she got the mothering instinct? Like, so I've been back home already. I'm gonna go back home just now. So I think I'm kind of writing this day off a little bit. I'm just doing sort of online work and some simpler things. Now you may be wondering, Magnus, you have a water jet cutter that can literally cut through inches of steel, titanium, whatever you want. Why didn't you just cut that there? Well, simple answer to that. Over there is the big pump, 22 horsepower pump. That's what generates the water pressure in there, you know, the whatever thousands and thousands of PSI. And you see that cable there? So it's not a cable, that yellow thing is It's a stainless steel high pressure pipe, and that goes up to here. So there's one of those from the pump down to here, comes up through there, up over the top and down to the nozzle. Now, it has just got a little like a crack in it, and I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you right now, actually. So as you can see, there is either a crack or a small pinhole or something there. Basically, that machine's not going to be running for another couple of days. Can't put it on, can't use it, anything like that. So water jet is out, but at least the mill still works. Righty dokie, I just faced off around about 2 inches off the end of that bar. It fits. Okay, secretly I did just try it before I started filming, but you know, I have to try and make it look professional. Okay, now 2 things. One, that is just the first sort of pass. I've left extra material in each of those little islands so that I can skim some off and, you know, bring it down and down to sort of fit somewhat decently into the blade. The second thing is, if you watch the way the cutter does its thing, I've not told it to do that. It's what's called a tool path. So the CAD software is what you know, computer aided design. That's what you design the thing in. So I CAD it up. I used CAD to draw that out, and then CAM, computer aided machining, is what you use to actually tell the tool, in this case a 5mm 3-flute carbide end mill. You choose the tool path, but the tool paths are kind of like preset. It's kind of like it just does its thing. It's kind of almost like a black box, but you have some control. So you say, I want it to look like that, and it just does its thing, leaves you with that result, and you know, it does its, you know, it may not look the most efficient way, and perhaps it isn't the most efficient, but I think there's other things going on. My understanding is that there's stresses in the metal, like as you cut away parts, you know, other parts of the metal will move and shape and bend, and I'm assuming that's why the certain tool paths are done in certain ways. Could be wrong. That's my thought on it anyway. Right, let's start skimming some islands. And there we go. Seems to have been a success so far. Not tested it, but it is Sunday night. It is late. I am going to call it a week at that, and probably just keep going Monday morning.